Welcome to the New This Week video for March 8th. I want to start it off today first to wish my mother a happy birthday. It's her 83rd birthday at the end of the week, and for her, I'm going to try to be nice. I'm going to try to be nice to the creators and the people who deal with the books today, because she says I'm too mean. So happy birthday, Mom! I love you, and I'll see you this weekend to celebrate your birthday. So it's a small week this week. So we're going to start it off with The Almighty, number 2 from Image Comics. Got an interesting book here called Arc by Matt Hawkins. I'll show you the cover first. That's the important thing. Artwork in here is pretty good. Let me just try to find something with an elephant in it or something. I think it's a group of people that try to stop terrorists from killing rhinos and stuff or whatever, and elephants or whatnot. I don't know. I read it. It sounded interesting. I'm gonna give it a shot. Looks good inside. Matt Hawkins writes some decent books, so I think that could be a good one. We have Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever. Number who knows? Could be just a one shot. But yeah, here it is, or 919 or something, But that's it. Betty and Veronica. That's all you need to know. Not too many people buy it. This book, issue number 1, sold out like that. We got issue number 2 of Black Tape. So we'll see how this, if everyone liked number 1 enough, that this may do the same thing. We've got Blood Tree number 2. This does not look good. There's a lot of angels hanging from these trees. There looks like some crazy violence going on here. Blaze Comics, Children of the Black Sun number 3. Cherish, issue number 5 from Dynamite Comics. We just bought one cover, but with Dynamite, they have about 37 different covers for everything that they produce. This could be a pretty popular book. It's a new book from Dark Horse by Scott Snyder. It's called Clear, number 1. Francis Manapul does the artwork. His artwork is usually decent. Scott Snyder, for me, has always been hit or miss, but hey, he's a big-time name now, so this could be good. And here we have The Gimmick. Looks like a wrestling book, and I believe the main character somehow gets superpowers while he's wrestling. Either way, he punches some guy's head off. So how that leads, where that goes to, who knows? But they're going to turn into some sort of, again, a gimmick. Gospel number 5. Don't have much to say for this one. Going to be nice. Okay. We've got Killcella, number 3.
That was really subtle.
Yeah. Again, another mistake by the guy who puts books into the thing. Mostly me. Here's Know Your Station, number 4. Tales from Nottingham, number 2. This is a second miniseries of this book. First one went very, very well. Rogue Sun, number 11. And we've got Space Job, number 2. And this book still keeps on pumping out. For a long time, wasn't on time. Now it seems like it's on time all the time. Spawn, number 339. We've got a book here, a new image book by Emma Kubert, and unfortunately, she doesn't do it for me. It's called Stoneheart. It's number 1. I think she's the least talented of all the Kubert family. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her artwork and definitely of her writing, but there's a lot of fans out there for it. So this is her new image book. You got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon Game, the Alliance, number 5. Traveling to Mars, number 4. And we're going to finish off. Nope, we're not going to finish it off. We got one more after this. Again, who knows? We got Two Graves, number 5. It's always nice to be prepared, huh? And we're going to finish it off with West of Sundown, number 9. Now we're going to go to DC Comics, and there are very few DC Comics this week. Still, half of them are at least Batman related. We got 9 books. We're going to start off with The Adventures of Superman John Kent, number 1. I think they stopped the Kal-El book, and I think they're coming into this for a miniseries now. Then we've got Batman 133. This book just keeps on selling, and I mean, up the orders every month. This book has been a great seller. Chip Zdarsky, he's the man. Batman Facsimile Edition, number 357. And here's a miracle here. It seems like all the facsimile editions lately have been like $6, $7. Finally got a $4 facsimile edition. Thank you, DC. Mark Silvestri's Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo, number 5. And the 1 Minute War still trudges on. In The Flash, $7.94. For a guy who can run fast and do this is the slowest thing to get to the end of this damn story. The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 6. Nice House on the Lake, trade paperback, volume 2. This finishes off the story. Another fantastic selling book, Poison Ivy, number 10. And DC ends with Static, Shadows of Dakota, number 2. Now, this is where we have our problems. And usually I don't have a lot of problems with Marvel, but I have a lot today. Because it seemed that the people who worked at Marvel, but I'm going to be nice about it. I'm not going to call them, you know, the mouth breathers that work at Penguin Random House. I'm going to say the fine people who work at Penguin Random House seem to have problems putting the books in the box today, and there were tons of damages. I probably have maybe 50 to 60 copies of damages. So there's a possibility we are going to run out of some Marvel books early this week until we get the replacements at the end of the week or next week. But, I mean, that's just the way it happens. I can't do anything about it. Someone else could have done something about it, but they elected not to. But we are not going to get into that because this is supposed to be a good episode for my mother. So that we're done talking about that. We're going to go with Amazing Spider-Man 21. This is the arc you've been waiting for. You're going to find out why everything happened from issue 1, 20 issues later. They're now telling you, or they're going to start to tell you. I perused through it today. I didn't really learn much, and Ramita's back doing the artwork, so it didn't look very good either. So I'm going to have to slow down to read it to see actually what we were looking at, but it wasn't much. I think they're going to lead us on for 5 or 6 issues before they actually tell us all, but this is the start of the arc. We're getting towards the end of the arc of the Avengers. This is issue number 66. And finally, we will not have to see Jason Aaron's crap anymore. But it's been a great pleasure having you on this book. And hopefully you go on to do better things. Thank you, Jason, for leaving this book for us. Black Panther, number 15. Bloodline, Daughter of Blade, number 2. Tons of damages on this book. Well, actually, tons of damage on all 3 of these books. 3 out of 4 of these books. Fantastic Four, number 5. Mary Jane and the Black Cat, number 4. I hate to say it. I mean, I've only read issue 1 of this book so far. I thought it was okay. But it's pretty bad when a book like this, that's just a mini-series that's of 2 minor characters, is better than books like Avengers and some of their mainstream stuff. But at least there's something good to read out there, and this book isn't that bad. Moon Knight 21, Guarantee you I will have none of these on the shelf because I had like 12 damages on this one. New Mutants, number 1. Sins of Sinister crossover. Nightcrawlers, number 2. Won't have any of these left on the shelf either because I have about 8 copies of damages on this one. Predator, number 1. But I will get them in by the end of the week or early next week. We'll get Scarlet Witch, number 3. One of the biggest whiners in comics, the Silver Surfer, issue number 2. And then we've got Star Wars Bounty Hunters, number 32. Star Wars High Republic, number 6. We're not done yet. Star Wars Sana Staros, number 2. A lot of damages on this one, too. X-Men number 20. I'm going to finish it off. It's still an X book, but I think it could be a good X book because it's a good character at least. And unfortunately, we had a ton of damages on this one too. But it's X-23 Deadly Regenesis number 1. And that was the super small week that we had this week. So it's a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. But hopefully you'll find something you like, or maybe just empty out your sub boxes at your store. I mean, that will help out too. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.